So we have superhero news, guys. We're switching to superhero news. So basically, we have talked about Supergirl and how she is tracking in terms of interest, how the trailers were perceived, what Millie Cock said about Supergirl and how she's supposed to be messy and she's not a hero. Actually, I watched a new interview with her. She said, "Oh no, she's not a hero at all. She doesn't like being a hero. She doesn't understand it." And whatever, I'm paraphrasing here, but that's the gist of what she said. She doesn't like wearing the costume. So basically, she doesn't want to be super. She wants to be herself, and herself is not a very good person. And that's it. And people are hearing those things lately. People are not that asleep as they used to be. The general audience. One by one, these things pile up in terms of information, and they actually start to reach normies eventually. So we see now this reflected in the pre-ticket sales. So Tsunami, take it away.
From Cosmic Book News, Supergirl ticket sales are in, and they're worse than the Black Widow. The early ticket sales numbers are in for Supergirl, and they are not good. According to Portal Box Office, Supergirl sold approximately 110,000 tickets in its first 24 hours of availability in the United States, grossing around $1.75 million in pre sales. For context, that puts the DCU film below several recent superhero benchmarks at the same stage. Those. The only major superhero film Supergirl comes out ahead of is The Marvels, which sold 95,000 tickets for $1.5 million at the same point. A film that went on to become one of the biggest box office disasters in Marvel history. Based on the current pre sale pace, Portal Box Office projects Supergirl is eyeing an opening weekend of just over $55 million, which is consistent with earlier ticket tracking that had already flagged the same number as the ceiling. For more on the upcoming DC film, check out our Supergirl guide. The Flash comparison. That $55 million projection is significant because it mirrors The Flash, which opened to $55 million domestically in 2023 before collapsing at the box office. The Flash had a reported budget north of $200 million and was widely considered a financial disaster for Warner Brothers. Gunn is also reported to have been involved in changing the ending. As we reported earlier, Supergirl is estimated to carry a budget of roughly $170 million with a break-even target around $425 million worldwide. The lower budget gives the film more room than The Flash had, but a $55 million opening would still put it in a difficult position to reach that number. Portal Box Office also notes that pre-sales for Supergirl in Brazil are still terrible, a worse start than The Flash. International performance will be critical for any path to 425 million. The warning signs keep adding up. The AMC app crash that briefly generated fake ticket hype did nothing to change the underlying numbers, and the first 24-hour pre-sale count confirms it. Pre-sales are one of the clearest early signals of audience intent, and right now that signal is weak. The Marvels comparison is the one that should concern DC Studios most. That film had the same pre-sale energy, or lack of it, and became the cautionary tale the industry still references when discussing what happens when a superhero campaign fails to connect with general audiences. As we've covered, the core question around Supergirl was always whether casual moviegoers, not just DC fans, would show up. Pre-sales at this level suggest they are not yet convinced. 3 weeks out, Supergirl opens June 26th. Pre-sales are not destiny, numbers can move, but the first 24 hours are the easiest hours. This is when the core fan base, the most motivated buyers, show up first. If 110,000 tickets is the floor, that floor is low. Warner Brothers needs a marketing push that reaches beyond the DC faithful. Right now, the pre-sales data says it hasn't happened yet. Supergirl opens in theaters and IMAX on June 26, 2026.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we
guess what?
expected this. Yeah.
Guess what? Not even DC fans are interested. You can't reach even those because I
Because
mean,
there's no DC core
because
values being
there is
kept
no core
here.
values, there is no Supergirl
There's
there.
nothing.
It's just you know a drunk mess that we see, and everything seems as if it was done by a drunk mess or something.
Basically, only the soy men on the internet who like
Yeah,
to enable wrongful behavior and bad women looks, they are the only ones who actually defending this movie online.
Basically, yeah.
There's nobody else. People that have real values and
Who wants to see superhero values on
yeah,
display?
who likes DC for the heroes that it has and how they
Yeah.
differ from Marvel.
Not for, but that's the director's vision and things like that. Who cares about that? We want to see the character. We want to see the hero that we grew up with and we know how she is. And how can people still defend that
Hey,
when
look at the votes here on the poll. I
for
just
Melissa
voted.
Benoist?
Yeah, everybody are
Yeah.
voting for
Of
most
course,
people.
that's a way better Supergirl.
And I just watched Tim Kaine before we started here.
Mm.
He has a great interview, basically talking about Supergirl, and he also said that Melissa Benoist had the best representation of Supergirl
Yeah,
on the
indeed,
on live
yeah.
action, at least at the beginning.
Even when they start messing up the show, her character was still intact. You know, we forget about her sister lesbian thing and all the other nonsense that they did in that show. She was still okay. You know, and of course, if you forget about how they nerfed Superman so that she can beat him,
That's horrible.
you know,
But
which
how
should
she
never
behaved,
happen.
I mean, as
Yeah.
Supergirl, she had the integrity of the character and the passion. She was so passionate when she played her. In the first season, when she's getting angry and she's blasting laser vision, she's screaming on top of her lungs. She's like, "Ah!"
Yep.
It's so awesome. Yeah,
We won't be seeing that here. I mean, we're going to see things like that, but then again, as we talked with you, if maybe she'll start getting angry and beat up all the guys and things like that. That's the only thing that's left.
Yeah,
The only thing that's left in that movie. We'll just see that, but it's still not going to be Supergirl doing those things.
it's gonna be this
'Cause before
resting
that
bitch
is
face.
yeah, I mean, she doesn't want to be a hero. She doesn't want to wear the suit. What the hell are we doing then? And again, it
Reluctant
freaks me
hero.
out when people online said, but it's comic book accurate because it's accurate to a woman of tomorrow. She's wearing the freaking suit there the whole time. How is this accurate?
Yeah.
It's a bad comic book, but at least she's wearing the freaking suit there the whole time from the beginning of the story to the end. There is no trench coat, there is no dirty, baggy shirt. No, it's the suit. It's on the freaking cover.
Yeah,
So that you buy it,
and
actually.
she's gonna probably wear it for the last few minutes of the movie when she decides, okay, now I have to be a hero because my dog is going to die,
Of course.
and I at least have to step up because of him. Otherwise, I'm nothing.
They just don't get it. We want to see the suit, the hero in the suit. In him, and they got it. He was him in a pretty big chunk of the movie, by the way. With the interesting suit or yeah.
I like that off.
I like that.
It's great.
I say okay, it's great. So
I love it.
and here, no. I mean, no wonder that people are not interested. Yeah, you can't grab the attention of the DC fans, the real DC fans, not the soy boys who, for some reason, decide to.
You can grab the attention of the manly fans, and you can't grab the attention of the women fans at all, because no woman wants to see herself as this.
Exactly.
Whatever that is.
Yes, yeah, as that version. And why would you listen to what things she's saying online again? That is not helping. In no way, shape, or form. And over there, we see a photo of a manly Superman up there,
Up there? You
up,
mean?
Up,
in a way?
The red one.
Ah, the red one is down. Yeah. Oh, you mean this?
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna see it here.
Well, it's actually.
Oh, Fat Lobo first.
I don't like Black Widow much, the movie, but still, what I saw there was more Black Widow than Supergirl over here.
Oh,
she was still in
whoa,
character.
Whoa. No way there's no way you said that.
No, I did it.
What?
She was more Black Widow there.
That was no way. I'm gonna shut up. That's crazy.
He's talking about the character, not the movie.
I talk about the character. The movie is horrible.
I hate that movie. The
movie is horrible, man. The movie is horrible. I agree. Totally boring movie. I fall asleep. It wasn't what I expected. But the character of Natasha was still her. Natasha. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's the only saving grace. Otherwise, it's a horrible movie. It should have been like the ballerina.
An assumption.
Yeah.
That the last 15 minutes, because that's the best we're gonna get for her being in the outfit. That Supergirl isn't gonna be more Supergirl. Oh, wait, she shows up in the movie afterwards, James Gunn's Superman, as a drunk fucking retard. So we already know what's going to happen. I apologize, Logan. You were right all along.
Okay, let's give it a second for the doggies to
For the
stop
doggies, yeah.
barking. Hold on.
They wreck their own movie. It's so stupid. Everyone knows what she's supposed to look like in the future, and that's as a drunken, ranty, in the costume, maybe, I guess, worn poorly. This is. Please, please give me the red, the god of red. Make James Gunn the Moses of the red, as in the red in your numbers going down. Bitch, I hope you fucking lose all your fucking money and you are ousted in absolute fucking humiliation. Whether it's Snyder that replaces you or a fucking doormat, I don't care. This is bullshit. Millie Alcock, if you're out there listening, you've got time. Repair your image. It's going to take a lot. Don't get Zeglered.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
In the meantime, you know what's the funny thing? That Lobo called Jason Momoa to play. No, it's the opposite. Jason Momoa.
James Gunn
James Gunn.
personally connected to Lobo and
exactly.
asked him to play Jason Momoa.
Yeah. That's it. I forgot what it was exactly.
And that's what we see there.
Personally
Lobo playing
connected.
Jason Momoa. This ain't no Lobo.
Yes, it just
Called
yeah.
him up, asked him to come over to his house for lunch. Hey man, you want to bang my wife? Allegedly in Minecraft. I really like that Lobo character. You can bang my wife. Can I film it though, please? You got any cocoa butter, bro? Could you pick some up on the way here? I'll pay you back ×3.
Boy,
That's probably what happened.
That's probably what
Allegedly
happened,
in
yeah.
Minecraft.
Is that
Allegedly
why,
in Minecraft.
is that
and
why
possibly Roblox.
Jason Momoa went out so happy of the interview when James Gunn called him? He was, woohoo, yeah, we're doing this, because he actually got some other things out of the deal.
I have more muscle definition than freaking
Than
Jason Momoa because he seems to be wearing a sleeve out of rubber instead of his muscles.
Know how they could mess this up. But...
Oh, he wore a rubber sleeve, all right.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it looks like.
Hopefully.
That does not look like his arms. When you look at the pictures, it looks like he's
Take the
wearing a sleeve.
rubber off, Jason. Come on, I want to see it. I'm James Gunn.
Yeah, fat Lobo with the hair on his stomach and just disgusting. I mean, his hair is bigger than his shoulders.
That's what I meant.
What, Tsunami?
Nothing. I'm just cleaning up our act.
Okay. So to compare this, just to compare it, we have another. I mean, we're not gonna cover this. I'm just showing you that we have another representation of a true superhero representation.
Look at it. It's a C-word, but it's Superman.
It's like one of the most beautiful things I ever seen. Yeah. So yeah, well, one of those things.
I'm really hoping that all those photos and things like that are not because they are re-releasing the Zack Snyder trilogy on 4K, and that was the whole thing.
Yeah, hopefully
that
really that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go and see this movie because we have to review it. I do not look forward to this day.
No,
I do not.
What article is this? That's not the same article I have, so you know.
What, Tsunami? What same?
That is not the same article I have.
Really?
Which one?
Yeah. We're on Superman gets blasted by Lex Luthor, a new Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah, no, she just opened to show the photo.
Oh God, I was like, whoa.
No, we're not covering that. I said we're not covering that. I'm just making a quick parallel and moving on. So yeah, no worries. So yeah, so we are going to see this. We're gonna review it, and yeah, I just dread all the scenes that Crypto's gonna suffer because the stupid plot demands it. Again. Nobody's calling that out but us.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Even the people that are anti-woke and hate this soy representation, nobody said, hey, did you know that actually the plot of Superman and Supergirl is the same?
Yeah.
And it's all about Crypto suffering? No? Really? Nobody's saying that? It's the same plot? And we have the same shots, by the way, from Superman. The same types of shots is the same. It's 1-to-1. Also, we have the director talking about James Gunn meddling in the whole process. They had conversations. He was very polite in this interview, but he basically said, without saying it, that James Gunn absolutely interjected in every step of the way, and he wanted things to go his way. And even the director, he had objections and his own vision, but James Gunn was like, no, 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 we're gonna do this my way. He basically says it if you read the
Yeah, yeah.
interview. And
Also,
we
he
are
said
not
that
surprised.
that in the last 4 days he spent redoing things on his movie. So
Yeah, literally. So this is all James Gunn. All the people that protect, I mean, they try to defend this movie were wrong. This is freaking Guardians of the Galaxy because the director said it. The director was like, hey, we cannot avoid Guardians of the Galaxy. How can you not avoid Guardians of the Galaxy? Who knew about the Guardians of the Galaxy ever before the movie? Who? Nobody. They're the bottom of the barrel in the comic
you
books.
could avoid Guardians of the Galaxy
hell?
if you didn't choose that
Jeez,
comic
Matt.
book to base it off. I mean, for me, Gunn saw Woman of Tomorrow, and she said that Supergirl in space. I'm doing that.
I'm doing Guardians of the Galaxy, although she has her own lore and
Yeah,
stories,
yeah.
and she does not need to look like, I mean, the movie does not need to look like or
Yeah.
resemble in any shape or form Guardians of the Galaxy. What, Tsunami?
Damn, like you really shit on the Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't think it was that bad of a comic book. I thought it
Yeah,
was
nobody
fun.
knew about them
They're
before that.
unknown.
Before that, man.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying the comic book
they
is
were-
bad.
You're
I'm
literally like, it's the worst. It's the worst thing ever. I was like,
No.
holy
No, she
shit.
meant that nobody knew about
they,
them.
they're not
which is
well
true.
known. You
Yeah.
shouldn't take someone that is well known and try to model it after something that it isn't, because Supergirl is much more well known. She has her own lore for like 80 years, and we don't need to be anything else but Supergirl. Especially not model after something like Guardians of the Galaxy and say that is not avoidable.
Yeah.
How can you say that
How
is
can you
not
say that? Yeah.
avoidable? It's totally avoidable.
It was pretty avoidable in him, and they didn't do it like that. Like all people say, it's like Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor Ragnarok. No, it was pretty different.
It's exactly
Actually.
He-Man.
Yeah, it's
It's
exactly,
exactly
him.
He-Man. If anything, Thor Ragnarok could draw inspiration from He-Man and how
Yeah.
it looks like,
Yeah.
because that's not Thor.
Yeah.
That's not Thor. So
Guys,
Indeed.
guys, I'm sorry. I need to apologize for something.
Well,
I wasn't really paying attention to you guys. I was looking at the picture of Millie Alcock, and I was clearly owning her body from looking at a photo, which is a piece of
Oh,
shit
boy.
fucking photo. Hey,
Oh,
Millie
boy, how dare you.
Alcock,
yeah.
wear a fucking better outfit. Like strippers at my local club could put on something better than that piece of shit. Why do you need padding on your outfit? You're invincible, dumbass. Rant over. Sorry.
Indeed. Yeah.
what padding do you speak of?
He means the.
The
What are those
book-
Things
lines for?
they're the
Just
same.
put on some fucking spandex. Put a big S. Like that looks like your grandmother knitted that fucking S on her chest. Like
It's
what
exactly
the fuck
what
is
it
going
is.
on here?
It's Quark Moms made that.
It's-
Everybody will tell you, Tsunami. It's
it's-
Quark Moms made this, so that's why it looks shitty. And we said, why do they keep
Clark's
giving her
mom-
that job?
Clark's mom should have reached out to the fucking Vietnamese people or the Laotian
Yeah.
people to make whatever strippers wear with an S on the fucking chest and let her fly around. And she should learn the safety pin trick also. Raise her skirt up, wear that shit the entire movie. Bing, bang, boom. You got your $1 billion fucking project, and suddenly Supergirl is almost as popular as Superman since you made fucking Superman the most fucking soy bitch around. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm living in my imaginary world.
And she's also soy because she's weak.
She's also sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's weak. But anyway, guys, let us know what you think about Supergirl. And are you going to see it? And now let's talk about the soy man,
Go
her
speak
cousin,
about soy people.
her cousin
yes. Oh,
herself. Next topic. Superman gets blasted by Lex Luthor in new Man of Tomorrow set images. So first of all, yes, this movie, I guess it's filming in a very open areas in cities, and people take pictures of the movie. There's a lot of stuff that are already out. Now we're going to take a look at some of them.
Ah,
This in particular. So
ah.
okay,
yes.
so oh my gosh. First of all,
Grandma came to visit and she brought her parachute pants.
First of all, the Superman costume it's actually has some changes to it.
For the worse.
Yes, let me fix the screen a little bit because his head is cut off. Just give me 2 seconds. Oh no. I made it worse.
just like the suit.
Yeah. Hold on, I don't know how that happened. Oh, that music is too much for this guy. Okay. I don't know what happened, guys. Honestly, but I'm gonna fix it. Just give me a sec. Yes. Fine. And now. Uh huh. Uh huh. Yes. Okay. Maybe like this. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, kind of. So there is some differences in the costume. Newsflash: the costume is awful. By the way,
Oh,
I don't know if you noticed. The 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 freaking pants look bigger this time.
yeah.
They kind of look bigger.
How is that possible?
They look looser. I just can't. I'm so disgusted.
You know why they look looser?
Yeah, he pooped in them.
That's true. Also, he doesn't have the balls to feel it.
Yeah. Okay.
Soy boy.
Sorry, boys.
The
Obviously.
Kent family here has a soy farm. You know, only
Yes.
soy milk and soy products. He landed on a soy farm, and you know his mother say, "Now, I'll get you soy milk now." Sorry.
Okay. So the costume is a bit changed. There's the lines are lesser. Basically, there were lines in between the lines, and now those lines are not there. The logo looks a bit bigger and also a bit more knitted, like Tsunami said. It's a bit like softer.
Because his mom needed.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks, Nana.
Yeah.
You're so great, Nana. Shut up. What the fuck?
Yeah, unprofessional Nana. The lines are out. Not the lines, the buckles, whatever that's called. Yeah, here you can see the mouse
Yeah.
actually. These things point towards his pee, which makes him look even fatter. By the
Which
way,
he doesn't have.
yeah, those should be on the side and straight like they were before. By the way, so there are some subtle changes to the costume that. That's better with the lines that they're lesser, but that's not better here with the belt. This whole poop bag that he's wearing
Yeah.
is just very bad.
Oh.
Just yes, Tsunami.
No, I'm commenting as you go. Like, oh, it's so
Yeah.
brutal.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So in the previous movie, at least there are some shots where you can see him walking and the pants look shorter. Now they look like huge parachute boxers that his grandma wears every day. So it's
Maybe it was him. Maybe it's
and
his
his mom.
mom, Spence, and she put them on the suit to
Oh
say,
yeah.
"Here, Clark, so that you remember that I made this for you."
Yeah,
And
these are my underwear.
My
You're
underwear,
welcome.
Clark. Yeah.
Okay, so how about Lex?
Oh boy.
How about Lex
boy.
Logan? I mean, this looks like a gimmicky thing that he wore. It's interesting that it's actually real.
But people will say now
Not
it's
CGI.
purple and green, so it's comic accurate. People. No, that suit, the war suit that Lex is wearing, in no shape or form, in no comic book whatsoever, looks like a gigantic tank. You know, it's thick suit, much like the Iron Man suit. You know, it's a suit that they always do it like that so that you know that there is a guy inside, but it still looks like as if you have the muscles and everything else. It makes him look menacing. It doesn't need to be big and blocky and everything else so that it actually. How is he going to? It looks unmovable or something. It looks clunky.
Yeah.
You know, in the comic books, it's really much more sleek because he has to fly around, shoot, and things like
I
that.
think
The
they
only
took
thing
that from from some of the games.
Probably.
The cinematic for
Probably.
this universe online or something.
Yeah.
You know that James Gunn doesn't actually check
Which
comic books.
doesn't have great designs again.
Yeah, he checks other things and he
Yeah.
says that's accurate. Let's do it.
We put the colors with purple and green, so it's accurate. You know, it could have been slicker. I mean, I
Personally,
don't
yeah.
I don't care all that much about his
Yeah,
suit. Let them do whatever they
exactly.
want because
Yeah, I
it's not
don't.
as iconic as the Superman suit. That there is much more important. The Lex, put him in whatever suit there. Who cares? You know, I really don't like him as much when he had that suit because it's a gimmick in comics. They wanted, okay, so he has to fight him somehow. Well, he's genius. He'll invent a suit, like those guys from Marvel did, you know. So Iron Man was invented before that's it. So, but I never liked Lex in this direction. I want him to stay, behind in his office doing the brain thing. He's the genius. He's menacing because of that. He can, do all sorts of problems for Superman from there. And he does it. He's the one who doesn't always want to make his hands dirty. He'll hire Metallo or some of the other guys to do it. He'll have a gigantic plan. He's the genius.
Yeah,
We say
he's
that
not an action
that's
man.
that's the difference. Yeah, that's the difference with Superman and him. This one, it's like a evil Batman. So I never like him in that suit. If I see two action figures of Lex Luthor, not this Lex Luthor, but the normal Lex Luthor, and one of them is in a business suit and the other is in this suit, I'm going to buy the one in a business suit if I have to buy. I don't want a Lex Luthor figure, but
Oh, here's James Gunn on the
just it's
set.
more. That's the more iconic thing that I really didn't need that. I mean, I guess more people wanted, but to me, Lex is not that, so I don't really care all that much. So, what do you
I
think?
haven't read the article.
Oh my
We
god.
should read the article and then give commentary. Is my opinion.
Yes.
Yes, let's
Okay,
read the
then we're gonna
article.
stare at those pictures. Give it a go to them.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got thoughts on those pictures, but yeah, I didn't want to jump in. From Cosmic Book News, Superman gets blasted, phrasing, by Lex Luthor, phrasing, in new Man of Tomorrow set images. More Man of Tomorrow set images and video have hit the net, and the latest look shows David Cornsweat, Superman taking a hit from Jesus, phrasing, taking a hit from Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor in the war suit. The new photos appear to continue the same downtown Atlanta battle scene that has been leaking online, with Superman and Lex clashing in the street. This time, Lex is seen in the green warsuit aiming what looks like a high-tech weapon, while Superman's suit shows a large blasted mark on the chest. Oh my god.
On the
The
stomach.
weapon itself on the chest, on the anyways, the weapon itself appears to be a placeholder prop that will likely be finished with CGI, but the war suit is very real. James Gunn previously confirmed Lex's armor is practical, and fans have been posting videos of Holt walking around set in the suit. Lex blasts Superman with high-tech sorry. Lex blasts Superman with high-tech weapon. The latest images give fans the clearest look yet at Superman and Lex fighting in Men of Tomorrow. Cornsweat is seen in the Superman suit with a large burn or impact mark across the chest, suggesting Lex lands a serious shot during the scene. Holt's Lex, meanwhile, is shown inside the war suit holding a bulky sci-fi weapon. The gun looks unfinished on set with blocky pieces and tracking markers that will likely be replaced or enhanced with visual effects. Still, the scene makes it clear Lex isn't just wearing the war suit for show, he's using it in battle against Superman. Does this happen before the Brainiac team up? The big question is where this fight fits into the movie. Man of Tomorrow is expected to see Superman and Lex eventually forced to team up against Brainiac, played by Lars Ettinger. Gunn has teased Brainiac as what happens when intelligence loses all connection to humanity, while Superman is as human as anyone. If Superman and Lex are allies later in the story, this street fight may happen earlier in the movie before the Brainiac threat forces them onto the same side. It also raises another question. How does Lex get out of jail? End article.
And guess what? Most people even don't know that he was in jail because they didn't watch the movie.
And they didn't watch
And
Peacemaker and heard
yeah,
what he said
yeah.
about superheroes getting jiggy
Oh boy,
in prison
Jesus Christ.
in a very uncensored manner.
Yeah.
The blast is on the stomach. What chest? It's
Why
barely
did
on
they
the
say on the
chest.
chest? Yeah, it's on the stomach, yeah.
I don't get it. Okay, Tsunami, give it a go.
I can't talk right now. That was the gayest article I ever read. That is the easiest setup. Like, that sounded like, all right, we're going to go ahead and make a gay porno film with Superman and Lex Luthor. Use this article as the fucking script for it. I got to be quiet for a second. I'm laughing too much.
All right.
Might as well be exactly that. I mean, if you ask James Gunn, he would have done exactly
Oh,
that type of a movie with
this
both of
site
them.
allows me to magnify. Okay, he looks like he has a 3 layers of gut, like
Yeah,
one,
and a
two,
gigantic butt.
and that protrudes. Look at it. Look at the mouse. Where I'm putting
Yeah.
the mouse. That protrudes.
This time, at least, people can't argue will they fix it in post because they didn't fix anything
And
last time.
his pee looks like it's put in a bag of something. I don't know. It's in the bag.
It's in a bag of
Yeah,
soybeans.
at least when the superhero costumes are tight, that
Yeah.
area there is perfect.
Yeah.
It's pristine, it's tight, it doesn't sag.
No,
That just looks like a sack of potatoes. Like put a potato in a sack and just yeah.
as we say in Bulgarian, taşak torba.
Yes, taşak torba. Oh my god, that's gonna be
It means a bag for your boat. Yes.
yeah. Taşak torba. It sounds so funny in
Alright,
our
yeah.
language though. Okay. So, the boots look like it was a rainy day, and he wants to
Well, his
flatten
mom
the
said,
puddles.
Clark, it's raining outside, so I get your boots. I clean them up for you.
Yeah, you know how Man of Steel boots are sculpted on his
We
muscles
can't have things like
and
that
looked
now.
amazing and manly when
No.
he stepped out of that rubble in the fight in Man of Steel, and they made a
Yeah.
closer shot of his what was that? I
The
forgot.
calves.
The calves,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah.
like from granite.
Well, but we had a movie written and directed by men.
Oh yes, by men. Okay, yeah, Tsunami. Yes.
That was literally gayer than me reading the mixtape review. That article was so gay. And then Lex Luthor puts on his special suit and
Yeah.
blasts Superman all over his chest. Like, what the fuck did I just read? That's the gayest shit I ever fucking read. Honestly, I whatever. This stuff's all fucking nonsense to me. The
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear comment, of course, has to be mentioned. Thank you, real GDR. Yes, it does look like real or like Buzz Lightyear, of course. Honestly, because I care so fucking little for this James Gunverse, whatever the fuck. The really terrifying thing for me is seeing Lex, the first photo that they showed. That's what's gonna happen if Henry Cavill caves into fucking Amazon for what Space Marines are gonna fucking look like. And that's scarier than anything else.
No.
But anyways, that's a completely separate topic. This is the gayest fucking article I ever. Yes. There's your
Well-
fucking Horus. Think about that for a second. But anyways, this
What?
article is so fucking stupid. I hope this goes down in a blaze of glory. As I've been saying, James Gunn, humiliation ritual. I hope he gets fucking booted out of everything and horrible things happen to him in a rainstorm. Because natural stuff. Nothing bad, of course. Nothing violent. Nothing. Not saying anything like that. In Minecraft,
I just gave you a direct look of the stream, so you know exactly what I'm showing.
At the end of the stream.
It's
that's
not
your
at the end.
Horus.
Alright.
Think about that. That's your Horus. That's your Perturabo. Just think about how bad this can go. That I watched him walk too. It looks awful. So we'll see what CGI does. But think about that one shot of Supergirl where she's protecting the girl and the motorcycle's flying over. Who the fuck is doing CGI in fucking Hollywood right now? It looks like the Special Olympics of fucking CGI. It's insane.
Yeah,
So
also-
I don't have a lot of fucking faith for this shit.
Also, they made her look horrible, and that is something that the director must make sure they all look great.
Go where he's pointing the gun. Let's go ahead, please. Let's hold that up. Look down at the bottom of your screen, whoever's watching this. That's me pointing my fucking gun at you in Minecraft, allegedly, as a fucking Black Templar. And that's what could be the fucking future for you. Speed Force in the house. I hope it
Hey, Speed
flops,
Force.
indeed.
Hello.
I really think that again there will be people who say it's comic accurate because it's from the Silver Age. In the Silver Age, that costume doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
It's just
You know why they're
you
doing
know,
Silver Age, right?
Although they don't
although
really.
They don't really. Yeah.
Yes, but tell
No,
me.
do you know why they're doing it? You know why they're leaning towards that aesthetic?
Because it's
Gay
goofy.
people. That's gay people. Gay people love it. They think it's really cute. They think it's really like fun and everything else like that. So once again, this is these people proving that their radius is like literally like 5 miles wide,
Yeah.
and they're all talking to an echo chamber, exactly what they accuse us of. And honestly, Silver Age is really fun, but the way that they're incorporating modern politics with the Silver Age is what ruins the entire aesthetic. So some people like the aesthetic, some people like the jargon, and everyone fucking should hate whatever garbage this is. It's trash. I hope it fucking burns.
Well,
Absolutely.
look at the guy, by the way, look at this guy down there with the camera. He's taking another shot of David Carswell. Okay, but why would you make a shot from up from below towards the upper side? That is how you make a human look the worst they can possibly look. I had a friend like that always took her pictures from below and she looked like a turtle. What are you doing? This is horrible.
Well, they want him to look like, Brainiac lost all humanity, whereas Quark is all human.
I mean, remember in the movie he had freaking double chin in
Yeah,
some
yeah,
of those scenes
yeah.
because James Gunn doesn't care how he presents his
No.
Superman. He barely looked handsome. Maybe like 2 times he looked
Yeah,
handsome.
in the end of the movie.
In the end of the movie, there are so many shots where you can see his freaking double chin. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. He should have the sharpest jawline ever. I should be able to grind cheese on it. You know, that's how it should look like, and not like whatever we have here. Hey, Miss Henry Cavill.
Yeah, well.
Uh, I'm gonna say this. I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Why would James Gunn, an avowed fucking cuckold, allegedly in Minecraft, want to see the shot of a man looming over him from crotch level looking up?
Why indeed? Why indeed? Yeah.
That's interesting question.
That's a good question.
It's not for
Like-
good.
Like it's really that good. I'm pretty sure everyone already figured it the fuck out. James Gunn,
Yeah.
stop your fucking debauchery, you fucking weirdo. Just get on the hub and go fucking make movies. Or do Booster Gold. It would have been perfect. Everyone would have loved your corny ass humor. Stay the fuck away from fucking actual established heroes. Everyone knows that you're a fucking. I don't care how much money you fucking make. You will never be able to run away from the fact that you are a pathetic little man that got stuffed in the fucking lockers, and the fact that someone gave you fucking money and the ability to do the nonsense that you're doing just continues to prove what a loser you've been your entire fucking life. Fuck you, James Gunn. Fuck you and your fucking piece of shit
Absolutely.
fucking thought
Yeah.
process.
Oh, Rio GDR for the 5.
Hey, new GDR.
Oh boy.
We gotta read it. I like it when girls take shots of my boat from below.
I'm glad you said it because I didn't want to say it.
Well, we gotta
I
read
can't
it.
follow up an angry rant
Yes.
with that.
Yeah. Thanks,
you.
Rio GDR. Thank you so much. Wait a minute. I gotta see what I'm doing.
And the birthday celebration begins.
And the birthday celebration begins. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Rio GDR. You get a flex because you're not gonna get it from Meow Cock.
No.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, cock.
Oh, Cock that you will not see because
She
of
will
her
not get it.
behavior.
Yeah. And real GDR for the 10 memberships.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Happy birthday again. Amazing. Jesus, we reached Mary Jane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I gotta go.
These are like that, yeah.
I gotta go switch. I'm
Nice.
gonna be fast. You know, faster than Supergirl, obviously.
MJ, MJ, MJ.
Okay, here's the V-taper. V-taper salute.
Yo, real
Yes.
GDR, still hero of the Imperium, like you wouldn't believe. Bro,
Yes.
your support is
Hero of the Imperium.
legendary.
Yeah.
I just still can't. Tsunami, now that you said it about Lex and Horus, I still can't unsee that. Yeah, that's kind of scary indeed.
No, I'm telling you, that's the first thing I thought of.
Boy,
Like, this is what they're gonna do with Warhammer.
I hope
It's
not,
gonna
because
be a
I have
thing.
seen
They're gonna pick these fucking story boys.
the cosplayers who make, Astartes suits way better than that thing over there.
It's not about the suit; it's about the way that someone looks inside of the suit.
Mm,
If they don't have the gravitas and presence to like steal the scene, like here's the thing too, because I agreed with your assessment. I know I was just being ranty for clip
Mhm.
reasons, but anyway, like Nicholas Holt, He's fine as Lex Luthor. Fine, sure.
Yeah.
Because the interesting thing about Lex Luthor is the same thing that's interesting about God damn it, whatever Sherlock Holmes's nemesis is. They're
Moriarty.
competing minds. Moriarty, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Like, it's interesting, not because he's physically imposing. I don't need to see every bad guy doesn't need to be this big bruiser. He's terrifying because of his intellect, because of the amount of money that he
Exactly.
has, the way that he can wield it, the way that he can make other people be motivated by money to do this. That's what's interesting. I've personally, from the Superman runs, I never liked Lex Luthor wearing this suit.
Me neither. Yeah, me
I,
neither.
I wanted Lex Luthor to be the thorn in Superman's side because Superman was too much of a fucking Boy Scout to just end the problem right there, similar to the Joker and Batman. But even more so, Superman has to wrestle with this all the time, and being the little shit that he is, Lex Luthor just flaunts it in fucking Superman's face. Thank you, Suka. Yeah, I couldn't remember his name off the bat. Frankly, I was laughing too hard.
Yeah, that's why I'm happy that in Superman the animated series, Lex never wore that freaking suit. He didn't need that.
I know we always did the same thing. We always go back to the same conversation. Chat, you don't know me. If you don't know me, you're watching this on VOD or whatever the fuck. The animated series were so good. They're the literal blueprint to do Superman and Batman. And frankly, with Justice League Unlimited, why I ranked it so high, it is the easiest way to go ahead and take a basic model and create a fucking fantastic story from all the characters. X-Men was already good. Like there's so many characters you can introduce. Oh, what?
From all characters. Okay, we have no fear, Mary Jane is here. Face it, Tiger, you hit the jackpot. Yes, I'm here.
Hey!
Here we go.
The jackpot.
Jackpot time.
The jackpot time, yes.
The pot of Jack. Yes.
Okay.
Jack has a pot. Don't know what he uses it for.
Great, Logan, great. Okay, so let's finish the pictures. I didn't expect that I'm gonna find so many pictures, but they're pretty good quality and they're pretty big.
Horace Lupercal.
Okay. I don't want to think about that.
I'm looking at that photo, and that's all I can think.
Horace Lupaka.
Oh boy.
That's gonna be Horace Lupaka, not Horace Lupercal. Again, there is a guy down there sneaming his ass. Sneaming.
Filming his ass.
Sorry, that was a mix between
that's
English
because
and Bulgarian.
James Gunn was, taking out his inner porn director. So
His huge padded ass. It's big. It's padded. It's an ass.
Why is the ass padded?
Well, they padded that other guy's ass.
Oh yeah. They were Hawkland.
They were Hawkland. Yeah. It's horrible. Yeah, they were Hawkland, the TV Superman.
Yeah, in the very first episode when he was wearing the old suit, his ass was padded.
Yeah, all the costumes are padded. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to pad any man's ass or hear about it. It's gross.
But yeah, again, that's what is this shot here? I don't think that's very heroic.
I guess we're going to see his ass.
Money shot?
Yeah.
I mean, if I want to make someone look bad, I'm gonna take a picture from below. Like it's below as possible as I can do it. The only good picture that I can think of from below is if I take a picture of my boobs. That's the only good picture from below, like that. That's gonna be great.
I think we can all agree to that.
Yeah, that's gonna be bombastic. But other than that scenario, absolutely not.
Maybe just James Gunn wants to see his butt.
Yes, Tsunami.
I have to point something out.
Mm-hmm.
They literally, like a week and a half ago, were shitting on Henry Cavill for looking old and out of shape and blah, blah, blah. And they were freaking out about Henry Cavill like 2 weeks ago. Look at this fucking picture of fucking David Cornsweet.
Yeah.
Why aren't they shitting on him? Because he's playing ball with Mr. fucking Cuckchair.
Exactly.
Who could be anyone in that photo? I'm not naming anyone by names, of course, allegedly in Minecraft.
Yeah. I mean, he never looks handsome, almost never. He kind of looks okay, but sometimes he just looks like a potato.
Well, because he's as human as possible.
Yeah.
as we said, because James Gunn wants to do
shit!
exactly that, to look like shit.
13 Dragon of Light got sniped. Welcome to the fucking channel.
Welcome, welcome.
Hey, nice, welcome.
Okay, guys, so just let us know what you think in the comments. For us, this is going to be probably the last movie that James Gunn is going to do before the new management comes in.
I hope.
Because if Supergirl flops, if this movie flops, and of course Clayface will flop, because why would you go to see that? Maybe horror movie fans, but not DC fans. Like, who cares?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it looks yeah.
Horror movie fans are eating good in the last few years, so I doubt that they need that. I mean, because horror movies are, actually one of the few things that was left untouched. Well,
Yeah.
kind of, not all, but
Okay,
most of the
last
things, yeah.
words of Tsunami. We're moving on. We're moving on.
No, it's all good.
No.
I can't stop. I'm thinking Warhammer and I'm not thinking Superman at all.
All right. So let's know what you think, guys, in the comments about this. And now we're moving on. Finally, sorry, get this out of here. We're moving on to Warhammer 40k
Go.
news. So basically, guys, this of course we're going to read what Chainsaw said about the new 11th edition trailer. Many people have different opinions. Me and him talked about it behind the scenes, and the gist of what we both think it's that basically we're in the middle. We don't think that this is going to lead to some like amazing progression and end of universe. We both think that this could be a nothing burger, and the trailer was just to promote the 11th edition because they need a comeback after the 10th edition, and people didn't take that very well, the tabletop players. And in terms of the lore, that wasn't that controversial, but the tabletop and the rules, how the game works, fundamentally it was downgraded in certain aspects, and yeah, it wasn't received very well. So the trailers of each edition are this epic, amazing product basically all by itself that everybody marvels at, and they're just really, really cool cinematics. Are they hinting at something? Maybe, but do they want us to be very excited? Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's for sure. So, out of this whole discussion, several things came out. So, let's actually read Tsunami first what Chainsword said to me, that little snippet that I sent you. Let's first read that, his position overall on the trailer, and then we're going to read the tweet that we see here on screen and the replies of the tweet. And we are going to discuss. Yes.
From Empress's DMs, Chainsword, I quote, "My take on the whole trailer is that there's a lot of decide for yourself in it. Most of it is artistic depiction, and most people shouldn't take it literally. It's designed that way. In the lore, it's purposely vague how much the Emperor cares and how much he intervenes. Sometimes he's shown as uncaring about individual lives and only concerned with humanity as a whole, while in some novels, he's depicted as granting temporary powers to humans. Whether those powers truly come from the Emperor or are simply a manifestation of faith is left open to interpretations. A lot of what's in the trailer is inspired by many sources, sometimes earlier Warhammer material, sometimes other artistic works, like Christ Crowned with Thorns by Guido Reni, as you've probably already seen. Is Bo right? No idea. It's his interpretation. It could be true, or it could not be. I think that was the purpose of the trailer, to let people interpret it in their own way. Or, as the cynical side of me would say, they probably just did shit because it looked cool and didn't think about it that much, and all those things are unintentional."
Okay, so I just want to say that Bo, we were referring to Marshall Bohemond. So basically, I was asking Chinny Sword, what do you think of Marshall's take? Because he said that the Emperor mourns basically all the guardsmen, and it's proven by this trailer. And I'm like, what are you talking about? How do we know from the trailer that the Emperor mourns every single guardsman? That's kind of ridiculous to me. So that's why Chainsaw said that is his interpretation. Fine, I just don't see enough there to even think about this, let alone say that is the case.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, I never thought about this looking at, watching the trailer. So that's something that maybe it's irrelevant, but the point is actually, I mean, what is relevant is that everybody has their own interpretation, even to the smallest details, I guess. But now let's take a look at what Jane Sword says, because he comes from a place where a lot of people just come to his head, I mean,
Mhm.
and they're just blasting him with their opinions. So this prompted him to write this tweet. So yeah, Tsunami, take it away.
From Chainsword on Twitter, I don't get it. I mean, I get that the 11th edition trailer was cool, but suddenly leftists are like, wow, a few shots of the warp. Haunting. You motherfuckers never read a 40k book or seen a warp depiction? Then they see the Emperor and go, wow, he moved. Oh, wow, he is a corpse. Imagine how heartbreaking it is to see him like this. Well, he's been like this since the 90s. Then Wokes are like, wow, you will not be missed. It's GW dog whistling to the chuds so they know GW hates them. Yeah, about that. It's an original line from Rogue Trader. I get that some people are newcomers, but remember when Leviathan was supposed to come back and it was supposed to be this huge thing? Well, nothing happened. Shit's the same as ever. Gotta give it to GW. They know how to produce hype from a total nothing burger.
Yeah. So basically, he says that maybe nothing's gonna come out of this,
Mhm.
and they are just producing hype. Sometimes that is true. What to tell you guys, I'm personally waiting for Pandemonium. This is a Dan Abnett book that was delayed a lot. I mean, it's like in the middle of the year, it's still not out. It's supposed to come out at the beginning of this year or something like that. It's supposed to connect to the universe that Henry Cavill is building. I mean, something that has to do with the story is in this book, according to earlier reports, of course. So take it with a huge grain of salt. But that is why, that is what is given as a reason for this book to be delayed, because they have to make sure that they have the lore figured out, or some aspects that relates to this book. So what the heck is in this book? That's the question. So maybe we could be excited about what was going to happen. It's a mystery. Is the Emperor going to come back? Probably not. But I did read most of the latest books, and I do have to finish some for sure. But from what I gathered, and I'm an extremely good in terms of analyzing literature, it's just one of my specialties, they are going towards something that will happen with the emperor. For sure, they are going towards something. Are they going to actually capitalize on it and actually say what it is? Who knows? But they are. There are several breadcrumbs and scenes in different books where the emperor is doing something interesting, like the Gilliman series of books, in which he saves Gilliman's life at the end. I say that, I give that as an example because it was a major thing. He was poisoned by the god blight from his lovely brother, Mortarion, of course, sent there by Nurgo to do horrible things. And yeah, Gilliman was so hurt, he was started to disintegrate, literally, because that god blight thingy is made to kill Primarchs. And from that horrible state of decaying and disintegrating while still alive, the Emperor brought Gilliman to the warp. He spoke to him, he showed him different things, and he recovered, literally recovered his body fully, and he was able to defeat Mortarion, and Mortarion fled to the warp or whatever happened there. I read that book like maybe 3 years ago by this point, but that was an amazing scene. And the Emperor does speak to some particular people in the books, and it seems like he is recovering his power, and that plot line with the Star Child that's still out there, that was touched upon in the End and the Death part 1, 2, 3. I mean, I think that particular part was like at the end of the book, basically saying, hey, the Emperor had to fight with Horus, and he really loves his son, so he he should release all of that love and good qualities that held him back, and he has to be brutal, and he has to really find the strength to kill his son if he must. So he released that part of himself as a separate entity or energy, and he sent it to the warp. And now 10,000 years later, when we think about this trailer that we saw, this entity, this star child that is a part of the emperor, is a thing of its own that if that thing connects to the Emperor, maybe that will be the life force that brings him to life. But that is just, of course, a theory. They set this up, I mean, GW set this up long time ago, and it seems that maybe this is the way, but maybe it isn't the way. We don't know. It's like all up in the air. So for now, it just looks very interesting, and that's what we can say. A lot of loose ends, and we had another conversation with Chainsword about that. He has, I mean, we differ in terms of our tastes in 40k. He likes, humans and, smaller stories about different human characters, more like than the other things, but we both can agree that.
Based.
What, Tsunami?
Based.
Okay.
Okay.
We can both. I mean, I like those stories, and I like the humans. I like the heart of them. I mean, their hearts and how they can do amazing things just because they have sheer determination. But also the bigger characters that made Build 40k and make it popular as it is, they also should be there. So we acknowledge those things. We both of us acknowledge those things. But he has his preference towards the smaller characters, and I have my preference towards the bigger characters. But that's literally a matter of preference, and that's it. We totally agreed on that. Now, let's see what are the replies to this tweet. Let's see
Before
what
that,
people say.
do we know
Okay.
why the new book is being delayed? Actually,
Can
is
I-
it because they wait to connect the?
That's what I said.
I mean, but they intentionally
can I
wait
ask
for
a
that
question?
Yes,
Henry to
yes, of
start.
course, Tsunami, yes.
In the 40th, in Warhammer 40, not 30, do you want to see the Primarchs come back? Do you want to see the Emperor come back? Your personal opinion.
My personal desire as a fan, as a fan, yeah, I do like some Primarchs to be back, but only loyalist Primarchs to me are back, and that's a long discussion again, because only loyalist Primarchs count as being back. The other Primarchs are alive, and they were in the story all this time. The fact that they sometimes write about them, sometimes they don't, that doesn't mean that they're not back. They have been there. They're there. So I do not count demon Primarchs that are always there since the 30k as back.
Right.
I don't care about them at all, and they're just bad. That's it. Now the big problem that everybody has is with loyalist primers coming back, and for those loyalist primers that make sense and they have a mystery about them and they did not die. We just don't know what happened to them. It makes sense that they could come back because the door is not closed there at all. So to me, I do want that. And for the Emperor to do anything, I do want that. I do want that. Yeah, that's my personal preference.
So you would like to see Primarchs fighting the loyalist Primarchs fighting the demon Primarchs?
Yeah, I would like to see them fight all kinds of demons and stuff like the lion fought, Angron. All of that stuff is cool as hell. Yeah.
I want to see Rema Rus using his axe and
Yeah.
spear.
And to see, the badass custody out there, Constantine Valdor, and what he's doing, because it's a huge mystery about him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he has one spear that's like the same spear that Lehman Russ
That
had,
Rema Rus had,
and
yeah.
there's a mystery there too.
Mhm.
That's interesting. I mean, to me, that's interesting. That's
Yeah.
yeah, Tsunami.
Nothing. You answered the question. I have thoughts. If you want to hear them, that's fine. But you answered the question. People now know your stance. I was reading a lot of stuff about this, and I think that I've seen people that are on your side of the equation, and I've seen people that are on the other side of the equation. And one of the biggest things that I saw that I really like was that there's like a mystery going on in the 40k universe. Things have been lost. We don't know about them. This is just the way shit is. And by introducing Primarchs and the Emperor and everything else again, it feels like, all right, here we go, round 2, heresy. Instead of it being like, we created an entire mythology from the gods, aka whatever you want to call them, like the original fucking 20 crew, 21, I guess, if you will. But anyways, and now the world's split, and this is how people are dealing with things. and this is a time for new heroes to be risen. I thought that was really interesting, and I feel like they are on a new cycle of, yeah, that's all fucking well and good. Let's go back to the good stuff. We need to do more Primarch stuff, and I'm not such a huge fan of that. That's it.
Okay, I just don't see it that way. I think that people are very cynical about, and they forget how literature should go, and they forget that there's many loose ends that are never finished. So, from standpoint of writing books and lore, you are doing extreme disservice if you do not finish some of the stories that should be finished. And there are so many of them, and just start something new with never answering the old questions like why am I even invested in this? I want to see some things being finished and concluded. Why would I be interested in new heroes? I'm not connected to those people. It's like DC Marvel stuff. Like you introduced me, sorry, to the kids and to the cousins of the left cousin. I don't care. I want to see the original characters, original heroes. That's how I look at it, at least. And who's gonna replace the Primarch? There's almost nobody from that stature. There's amazing Space Marines that can do wonders, and more power to them. But that's not the same as the freaking Primarch. They're different. They have a different aura. They inspire the people. They inspire everybody. Just so different.
Yeah.
So different. So I'm
So
drawn
the
to
whole
that.
40K thing for you, like Warhammer 40K in general, is really just about the original Primarchs.
I mean, 40K is about what built 40K, which is the Emperor and the Primarchs, and everything after that is after that. It's not the core of it. The core is what started
but
it.
I'm asking, like, the most important thing to you is it's the 20 Primarchs and the Emperor. That's all you want to know.
Well, that's my main thing. That it's not
Okay.
all I want to know. Again, I care
No,
about,
that's,
the other things.
I'm sorry, phrasing. Sure. I just wanted to make sure that I understood it correctly. Yes, I got it now. Thank you.
Okay. And Logan, how are you feeling about this? And yes, to answer your question, the rumors or the information is that this book is delayed because of the Henry Cavill
Because
series.
of that, okay.
Yes,
So
because something
not
in the
any
lore.
other reasons that they have to fix in the book or anything. So,
No, that I heard
well,
of.
I pretty much feel the same way. I as much as I like Ragnar Blackmane, they kind of need Rus there. I mean, for
I was
example, I
about
want
to
to see
ask.
him. Who?
That was a big question for me with you. Is Ragnar Ragnar Blackmane?
Oh,
Because I know you're a Space Wolves guy,
yeah.
and I was wondering, like, is he going to be overshadowed by Lehman Russ?
Well, I mean, one is more important. I mean, he's the old father for them, so I have no problem with that. Because I also like this as much as any other one. Much like I love Wolverine, but hell, when Superman is there, who is better? That's the thing. Who is the bigger character? And for me, that will be this. And I want to see where he was actually. We know nothing. As the Emperor said, we know nothing. Where is he? What is happening? What happened there where he was? What happens behind the spear? Is he going to say to Valder, hey, it's my spear? Or he's going to
So
leave it
I'm
to
going to
him?
ask the last question because this is exactly in line with the conversation that I was having. Is revealing the mystery going to wreck a lot of 40K for people?
No, to me, it's going to
make it richer.
Yeah.
If you ask me, yes.
I mean, why don't we treat 40K like we treat anything else? If you read a comic book and all of a sudden they drop everything, Superman is stranded on a planet, and you just start, the same universe, but you just start talking about other things, about the left shoe of Mr. and Mrs. Spitalik.
Jonathan Kent.
And Jonathan Kent's
his
left.
son. Nobody cares about.
Yeah, and you're like, again, okay, guys, okay, these stories are well written, but what the heck happened with Superman stranded on that planet? Everybody is going to be like, hey, DC, what are you doing? Why are you focusing on this side stuff more than the main story arc and the main heroes? What's happening? So if this was any other universe, everybody is going to be lifting their little pinkies. But for Warhammer, everybody are like, oh, orcs and commissars only, please, and don't bring anybody because it's gonna wreck the setting. How? How is going to wreck the setting? We have this is literature thing. It's lore. You cannot leave so many loose ends that go on and on and on for the past almost 40 years now. It's crazy. Like, just the point that Chainsaw was making here, nothing has changed. He's still dead. The Emperor's still dead for so many years. He moved a little bit. Oh, gosh. Probably he's not gonna leave to anything. That's how this is disappointing because nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Yeah.
Everything moves so slow. We're all going to be dead and buried, and there's still going to be the Emperor probably on the Golden Throne, and one Primarch every 10 years we're gonna show, and everybody's gonna, what, cry about it? Are you kidding me? We're never gonna see the end of this anyway. I want something to happen. I want the bigger characters, at least some of them that make sense to come back,
Yeah,
to be
those that
back.
make sense indeed. Yeah.
Because now, for the
So in
last
the
3 years, we're waiting for freaking Lion to talk with freaking Gilliman. So,
The longest
So in
talkie
the end,
ever.
you want the war and you want another like battle of the gods. That's what you want.
no, I just want the plot to move forward and interesting thing to happen. Both Primarchs get together, come up with a plan, go fight somewhere as brothers. That's gonna be interesting, cool stuff to see. They have differences. How are they going to solve these differences? There's stuff like that. I don't need like a huge war in heaven again, but there's so many things that could happen until a bigger thing happens. So many interesting things can happen.
Mhm.
I mean, it's there's no ceiling to what could be written. That's 40K. That's why it's 40K.
Indeed.
Could write about whatever it is until you get to something big. I don't think we're ever gonna get to something big anyway. That big is War in Heaven. I don't think so. So yeah.
Yeah.
We can read the comments
Finally.
a bit.
But everything is on the topic actually. So.
Yeah, we can read what people are saying. And Chainsaw reply. And Chainsaw and
Reply.
Chainsaw and and he replies.
Yes. Way better.
So, Tsunami, if you want to read from Gaden Robinson, of course, if you don't have anything to add, feel free.
Quote, people are excited for new things in the hobby they like. Better make this a left versus right issue for no fucking reason. What a monumentally retarded takeaway from a new edition trailer, Lamau. Chainsword says, maybe it's because all those dumb takes don't come from newcomers, but from performative, well-known, woke tourists who constantly bring politics into the hobby and act like they represent the fandom, while at the same time treating everything as if it's something new? Question mark. Grims jumps in with, you are literally engaged in this hobby at this point solely for its culture war engagements. It's all you ever feel the need to talk about. Chainsword responds with, I've been engaged in this hobby long before wokes called SJWs. Wow. Youngster. But nice try, though. I just sulk in a corner and let leftards push politics and never talk about it because it's wrong to call it out when leftists do it. It's only acceptable to call out when people oppose wokes. Grims continues with makes post taking the shit out of a non-existent straw man. That's interesting. And then goes on to say you exist in your corner. Your only engagement with this hobby now is solely engaging in this pointless, meaningless crusade. It's meaningless because plenty of tourists are on the right. Chainsword continues with, here is your non-existent straw man. I literally quoted people from Twitter.
Oh boy.
I don't know if you want to show that.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course. Who else but Norm Queen Kaya, who changed her name 10 times by now, by the way. Who else?
Now
but
she's that. Now she's Norn.
Yeah, I don't remember that being her name at the beginning. Tsunami? Do you remember?
Yeah, I'm only like on the edge of like familiar with this person. She has made some changes. She's leaning more into the I'm a mom, I've got a life.
Sure.
I have that's her new angle in the past couple of months. She's been doing this. I've got my life in order, so I only occasionally come in and come up with Caiaphas Cain romantic options, and I don't know. Like she's weird. I don't know much about her though.
Yeah, I can tell you my quick experience with her. Basically, she always just milks drama, and that's it. That's it. She just makes people fight in the comments, and then her
Yeah.
people come out in the comments and say, haha, you were baited. She's just rage baiting you. You're so stupid. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, of course. Rage bait is a new fucking style of like engagement. She does this. She's making money. She's good at it, honestly. Like, what else do you want me to say? Like, it's the truth. She's causing the arguments to happen. Do I agree with her? Absolutely not. Is she good at it? Yeah, she is. She's making things happen. So it is what it is.
Yeah, just what we need.
Mhm.
Another
Do I
cast.
know why she's doing it? Past the dollar, I can't really explain it. But her major claim to fame is, look at all my armies. Where are yours? Where'd you get the money for that, though? Is really like what I want to know. Because I haven't heard much about how she earned all this money to go ahead and have the money to fund this habit.
In any case, that thing with the miniatures as an argument has long been destroyed anyways. But again, she says new 11 trailer is out, showed some other factions, but amazingly showed the Emperor 10 out of 10 trailer reused. They reused the "you will be not be missed" at the end too. Okay, and then is this, which you have to read that.
But as older fans than me already know, it's not new at all. This passage was part of the original version of 40K's opening scroll, way back in the game's first edition Rogue Trader in 1987. It's why GW signed off with "You will not be missed," and its famous, if understated, Warhammer is for everyone anti-hate statement in 2020. The firm likes to say real world things using its in-universe lore wordings whenever possible. That sentence doesn't appear in the version of the scroll printed the new 11th edition core rulebook or the newcomer focused Combat Patrol Companion. Its inclusion here, in a free video that's already been viewed by 1.4 million people and will be seen by many more in coming years, is absolutely a deliberate move. In one sense, choosing to close the trailer with the key phrase, "You will not be missed," feels like a thinly veiled promise to engaged fans that the socials post sentiment is still baked into GW's view of its own setting. In other words, that GW is still committed to ejecting people guilty of prejudice, hatred, or abuse from the hobby. That'd be good, but forgive me if I remain cynical on that point.
Okay, so this is what Chainsword gave as an example. And lastly, because we don't have a lot of time, let's read this terminally online leftist comment.
Jesus Christ.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, let's read it. Yeah.
You dumb fuck, that's from Rogue Trader. You're making this a culture war thing where there isn't one? For more than 100 centuries, this emperor has sat immobile on the golden throne of Earth. He is the master of mankind by the will of the gods. Do I really need to read all this?
No, you read just Chainsword's reply, that's it.
God, I was like, what the, like,
No,
what
no,
are we
no.
doing here?
No.
Another illiterate. Then Wokes are like, wow, you will not be missed. It's GW dog whistling to the Chuds, so they know GW hates them. Yeah, about that. It's an original line from Rogue Trader.
And the bullshit continues here with some guy with the trans flag on it.
I'm gonna ask right now because I see this two ways. Honestly, I do. Does she have a point? Knowing what you know about GW right now, are they doing this on purpose? And even if not, like, she's just doing engagement farming, that's fine. I understand it, but from the way that GW has treated the fans, is this really that far away from the realm of possibility that this is what they meant to do, and they did it in the boundaries that they have available to them?
Well, I mean, they're doing everything possible to draw attention. So again, we said that at the beginning. This could have some merit for the future, and something interesting could happen. And it could be just, buy our edition. And we're still not gonna give you anything about the Emperor later on. So you never know with GW, but pattern recognition.
Not the Emperor. Wow, you will not be missed. That's the line we're fixated on. The argument so we can go ahead and frame this correctly for people that are not understanding that this person is throwing out there is, hey, this is GW saying bye chuds and Chainsword's fighting against it. But you haven't really commented on what do you think about them 11 editions later. It's actually 12, but anyways, 12 editions later. Wow, you will not be missed. Why are they doing this? What do you think of it? Do you think it means something? Or do you think they're just giving a fucking nod that this shouldn't be thought of much at all? Based on female custodies and everything else that you know, Primaris Marines, Terminus decrees, and everything else. I'm just curious.
I honestly don't think that they're trying to say anything.
I think it's just a reference.
Yeah, I think just a nostalgia thing. I don't think that they're going after fans by saying that they will not be missed. I don't think it's a jab this time. I really don't. By everything that I seen, the whole thing was about nostalgia. The whole trailer, it was old Warhammer vibes. The whole throughout. That's why the whole monologue and what it said. It's like classic Warhammer, everything. So, and this is just a part of
that's
it.
a classic Warhammer.
Yeah, so I don't think anything underlined here. I mean, yeah, just don't think that it's a jab. Tsunami.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
what do
you
you
make your
think?
piece. I'm just giving. What do I think?
Yeah.
No, This is leftists. Obviously, I could go fucking fly off on the fucking handle. This is the same company that are like, female custodians were always the thing. The people that are in charge over there right now are absolutely fucking taking shots all the time. And I don't know, maybe 10, 15 years ago. What is it? 15 years ago, not 10. 10 years ago, Donald Trump was fucking a thing. So everyone decided to take sides. 15 years ago, this statement would have been like, guys, what are we talking about here? Like, they're just using the old school shit. It's a thing. Now, I feel like these companies are taking the piss every chance they fucking get. And GW is starting to feel the pressure, but they haven't gotten it yet. And it's going to take something a lot bigger than this. I feel absolutely like they're taking a shot at fans.
Okay. This time I just don't think that. just based on the
Sure.
trailer.
Yeah, I mean, based
Sure.
on
Yeah.
the trailer, be just the nostalgic thing.
I mean, that's
I don't
like
trust.
just classical line that is there.
Yeah, agree to disagree.
Yeah,
but
hopefully it's just that.
at this point in time, I'm glad you guys are more hopeful. I feel like this company loads people like me, people like Chainsword, people like you guys. They load them, and they're doing everything in their fucking power to, fingers crossed, pray to fucking Moloch or the rain or whatever the fuck it is they pray to, and hope for a new audience that's going to come in and play their fucking tabletop games. Hey guys, you like Barbies? Come play with our Barbies. Get the fuck out of here, GW. You guys better get your fucking shit together, in my opinion, because the audience that you think's out there, it's not fucking there. Even if you guys fucking succeed with Amazon, your tabletop game will fucking is only going to be the chuds and the other fucking loser neckbeards that fucking play this with their girlfriends named, I don't know, Naya or whatever the fucking weirdos that are fucking out there. And the only reason why is because you guys are fucking like mid bitches that fucking finally recognize you can be treated like a goddess if you walk into a stinky fucking GW fucking tabletop fucking place where everyone's gonna go ahead and slob your fucking knob because you're better than Quasimodo. The end.
Okay,
Good end. On that
that's
note,
funny.
yeah.
That's funny. But the other point that I have and why I don't think before we go, because we really have to go. The other point that I have and why I do not think that this time this is a jab, it's again because the whole trailer was made with a lot of nostalgia and people complained that Warhammer is no longer grim dark and that has been going on for a lot of time. And now they made it grim dark. And what is the worst, most horrible thing that you can say to somebody that's invested? I mean, as a soldier inside of Warhammer, well, you will not be missed, although you did so much and you gave your life, and you will not be missed. That's the grimmest, darkest thing that you can ever say to dedicated soldiers of the Imperium in general. So as you can see, everybody has like their different interpretation.
Yeah,
Marshall
indeed.
Boheman thinks that the Emperor mourns every single guardsman. I think, what? Where did you come up with that? So at least you know what I'm saying. Everything that the trailer is literally a bunch of nostalgia and grimdark. So it feels more like they wanted to give to people what they were complaining about, what they were missing, you know, and not, hey, I'm just gonna take a jab at you and tell you that you're not gonna be missed. I mean, we know that they hate us and whatever, but this time it really
Yeah.
looks like they tried to turn the ship a bit towards the old direction, because they digged really in old archives of Warhammer to make this trailer and to touch upon the things that people are excited about. And many people got into the lore because of the Emperor, actually, because of the fascination around him and that story and that mystery. And they focused on him finally. Like one of the most successful videos on YouTube for 40K are about the Emperor.
Yeah.
By the way, every time that I did something about the Emperor before, I got like the most views. So I think they're just, I mean, I'm just thinking from this side. That's what I'm saying. Could be, it could be both. It could be, you know, wanting to say to the
You're really
fans,
nice.
what?
You're a really nice person.
Oh, God.
I'm not being nasty. I'm literally saying like I'm so cynical that I'm automatically assuming every chance this company can to take the piss out of its fucking fans, they're going to. And you're being very courteous and nice. And so I'm saying, well, you're a very nice person. Personally, I think it's a bunch of fucking full of male feminist pussies, uggo fucking women, uggo women they have to fucking go home to, and uggo women they're fucking like giving into, let alone their fucking gay boyfriends, tranny fucking weirdos, and all the other fucking freaks that are affecting this fucking space. What they should do is Black Templar it the fuck up, get out there, get back to what the fuck you're good at, and slay the Xenos filth.
Well, you know, that's Tsunami, that's like the line from He-Man in the end when people will have different interpretation. In a
Oh,
way.
touche.
Yeah, in a
Well,
way. So yeah, we always have different interpretations on that, you know.
thank you to
My
them.
meaning means exactly what I mean.
Mm.
No,
Fuck you,
thank you.
people.
Still thank you for the compliment, but I'm just trying to. I always say what I feel. I'm not gonna get on any bandwagons because I don't feel it inside. I just feel that this is the thing, that maybe it's both things or maybe it's just one thing. But
Maybe it's, yeah.
like right now I just feel that it's just, you know, the nostalgia, and they're trying to cater to like maybe OG fans, and the new fans will not have anything against the cool
What
stuff.
about the female custodies?
Yeah, they forgot about them in the
Well,
trailer,
yeah.
so that's good.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Nowhere to be seen.
I mean, if they want to spite us more, they would
Oh,
put
they could have put it
they
in
would
there,
put
yeah.
female custodies there,
Absolutely.
but they didn't.
Could have
So
put a, you know, a quick shot of Custody taking off the helmet,
Very
and it's
furious.
and it's a woman,
yeah.
and it's a bad-looking woman that looks
Mm.
like just like a man and has the jawline of Millie
woman.
Alcock.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not very
Or
nice.
Mary Jane Watson.
What to navigate?
Or Mary Jane from the Spider-Man game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
So
indeed.
that's like one of the things that also, you know, makes me just think that they didn't want to spite us, because they could have a lot more obviously as well. Okay, guys, just wait for the puppies to end. Yeah, they're losing patience. So let's know what you think in the comments, of course. We really gotta go, but this is a very interesting topic, so I'm excited to see the future comments that are gonna be under this video. So let me know what you think, guys, in the comments, and thank you so much for watching the morning movie news, just the morning entertaining news. And we are gonna be back with the birthday stream for this guy over here.
Yeah.
But first, lots of stuff has to be
I will
done.
thank Indiana Jones.
We could play Indiana Jones, yeah,
Or
because
maybe something else.
or maybe something else we'll see. But right now, this is what it's going to run very well, and we really haven't played it for a while. And finally, we can run it with the new GPU. And thanks for the amazing support of Rio GDR. Thank you so much, Rio GDR. One drama salute. Yes. Thank you, Tsunami. So, see you guys. Be fluffy, and see you later if you want to join the birthday stream in like less than 9 hours now because we're so late. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. Okay, guys. Bye bye. Love you.
Okay.
The 40K Empress leads the way as warriors of the imperium sway into realms where dangers play, where hidden minds hold sway. Through stars and storms we rise, under her watchful eyes, with faith and fire will prevail, for the imperium must not fail. For the imperium we prevail. Beneath the grand cathedral spires, plots twist like smoldering fires, but with her blade of pure desire, she claims the stars entire. Through stars and storms we rise, under her watchful eyes, with faith and fire will prevail, for the imperium must not fail. The imperium we prevail. Through warp storms and battle cries, her banners pierce